I didn't grow up with a lot of money and I was an only child. And so I think I had a lot of time to like think through life and think through how other people have done life. And also just almost kind of no one's gonna save you type mentality. So I think it definitely came from that. That ambition definitely came from, you know, not having much to do apart from like read and learn how other people have done stuff. And then also I think that when I was younger, and this is kind of a separate thing, but like I grew up, I guess the equivalent in the US is like in the projects, I guess. Um, I grew up on like a council estate block in a place in South London, and I think that I'd always grown up with a bit of a chip on my shoulder that like I didn't deserve to be here. You know, my dad, first generation immigrant from Ghana, he came over, and his whole thing was like survival. Let's get a decent job, don't rock the boat enough. And I think there was a time where it just kind of dawned on me. I was like, I'm coming to this house or this flat, and like I shouldn't be here, And I think that just gave me this just like chip on my shoulder to just make my life different. And I think that has always been the case. So I think one was as I just thought through, and to be honest, I think part of this came from reading your book actually, which was if you're going to sell the business, the worst thing to do is sell when you're at the top, because then the growth story for buyers is just not there. Like you want to give some story which says like we are 70% of our way there, and like the 30% that like by buying us you can make up is so great that like that's the reason why you should buy us. This isn't a shameless plug, but I did read like The Art of Selling Your Business about two or three times before I went through the process, just to like almost know what's gonna happen, so nothing was a surprise to me. So things from the type of buyers, the type of deal structures, blah blah blah. So I mean that was a pretty good resource. So my dad passed away when I was 21, and a few days after we signed the deal, I went to the cemetery and I was just like shouting and I was crying. I was just like, man, like I was like, we fucking did it. I was like, did it, did it, because he was actually alive just at when I was like starting fan bites. And he kept saying, I'm so proud of you. I don't understand what the heck you're doing, but I'm so proud of you. And that was the highest point where I went there and I was just like shouting, like literally, just like we did it, da, 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 da. That was a place where I just felt like, you know, coming back from Ghana. So I was born in London, but I went to live in Ghana for 10 years. And so I came here and I've lived here for 17 years. Like that shouting and screaming felt like 17 years of just like succeeding and failing and figuring things out and all that stuff. And like that was a really high point personally for me.
Sounds like you'd be pretty proud of you.
Yeah, 100%.
Hey, thanks for watching today's video. If you love today's video, then I bet you're going to absolutely love John Warrillow's best-selling book, Built to Sell. It's been endorsed by entrepreneurs such as Seth Godin, Bo Burlingham, Patrick Bet-David, Tim Ferriss, and many more. And guess what? You can grab a free copy of this book. All you have to do is head over to builttosell.com to grab your free copy today.